Stop trusting movies with your life. If you follow Hollywood survival rules, you will die. It is that simple. We're breaking down the top 5 survival myths that get people killed. We're replacing them with actual facts from the U.S. Navy SEAL Survival Guide, British SAS protocols, and Tactical Combat Casualty Care guidelines. Let's get into it. The first myth is rationing water. You have 1 liter of water left. You take tiny sips to make it last 3 days. You think you're being disciplined. In reality, you are volunteering for heat stroke. Your body is a water-cooled engine. If the coolant runs low, the engine overheats and seizes. By the time you feel thirsty, you've already lost 2% of your water body. Your blood gets thicker. Your heart has to pump sludge instead of fluid. You lose cognitive function immediately. This isn't an opinion. U.S. Army Field Manual 21.76 explicitly states that you cannot train your body to survive on less water. It calls water rationing a fatal error. The Navy SEAL Survival Guide has a specific motto for this: ration your sweat, not your water. Think of it like this. Rationing water in the desert is like driving a car with the overheat light on, refusing to add coolant because you want to save it for next week. The car won't make it to next week. The solution is to store the water in your stomach. If you have water, drink it. Water in the bottle is dead weight. Water in your blood keeps you alive to find more water. The second myth is drinking your own urine. We've all seen the memes, the Bear Grylls special. You're desperate, so you drink your own pee to stay hydrated. In reality, this is a biological death spiral. Urine is waste. It's the salts and toxins your body spent energy to remove. When you're dehydrated, that waste is highly concentrated. If you drink it, your kidneys have to work twice as hard to filter that trash out again, using up water you don't have. U.S. Army Field Manual 3.05.70 lists urine strictly on the do not drink list, right next to seawater and blood. The British SAS Survival Handbook confirms that drinking urine increases body temperature and accelerates the onset of kidney failure. Drinking urine is like drinking seawater. It's like trying to wash your dishes with dirty sewage water. You aren't cleaning the dishes, you're just making the mess toxic. The solution is simple: never drink it. If you're truly desperate, wet a cloth with it and wrap it around your neck. Evaporative cooling saves the water inside your body. Let the waste stay outside. Quick pause. If you don't want to be the guy who dies, hit subscribe and like. Let's keep you alive. Back to it. The third myth is eating snow to hydrate. You're thirsty in the winter. Snow is just frozen water, so you eat it. In reality, you are trading dehydration for hypothermia. Turning ice into water takes massive energy. In physics, this is the latent heat of fusion. Your body burns precious calories just to melt the snow in your gut. This drops your core temperature dangerously fast. According to Wilderness Medical Society guidelines on hypothermia, ingesting cold substances precipitates a core temperature drop. They prioritize maintaining body heat over immediate hydration in freezing conditions. Eating snow is like throwing wet logs onto a dying campfire. Yes, the logs are wood, but the water in them will put the fire out before they ever burn. The solution is to melt it first. Put snow in a bottle inside your jacket, not against bare skin. Let your body heat melt it slowly, or build a fire. The fourth myth is sucking the venom out of a snake bite. You get bit, you cut the wound and suck the poison out like a hero. In reality, you are just a guy with a dirty knife wound and a mouth full of bacteria. Venom moves through your lymphatic system almost instantly. Suction removes next to nothing but destroys the tissue around the bite. You are adding infection to injury. A landmark study in the Annals of Emergency Medicine proved that suction devices remove less than 2% of the venom load. Modern Tactical Combat Casualty Care guidelines forbid cutting or sucking. They treat snake bites as wound management and evacuation issues. Sucking a snakebite is like trying to unmix coffee from milk using a straw. Once it's in there, it's in there. You can't suck the chemistry out. The solution is pressure immobilization. Treat it like a broken bone. Keep the limbs still, Keep it below heart level. Keep the patient calm to slow their heart rate. Evacuate. The fifth myth is sleeping on the ground. You build a roof for shelter, but sleep on the dirt. In reality, the earth is an infinite heat sink. It will suck the warmth out of your body via conduction all night long. You can freeze to death in a 50-degree forest if you sleep on the ground. British Royal Marine training manuals operate on a strict rule. 1 layer below you is worth 2 layers on top of you. In military survival schools, building a roof before building a bed is an automatic fail. The ground is a vampire. It doesn't drink blood, it drinks heat, and it is never full. The solution is insulation. Forget the roof, build a mattress. Pile up pine needles, leaves, or branches at least 6 inches thick. Get off the ground. Real survival is boring. It's physics, hygiene, and thermodynamics. Don't ration water, don't drink waste, melt the snow, don't touch the snakebite, get off the ground. Stop trying to be a movie character. Start acting like a disciplined survivor. See you in the next one.